Hello, everybody. Yes, we need maybe a few minutes to get some audience. Today, I'll be talking about the theory of mind. This theory of mind is based on a great scientist. His name is John Kappas. So my talk will be about the theory of the mind according to John Kappas' theory. I hope you will enjoy it. Actually, why are we talking about the theory of the mind? The theory of the mind, in our platform here on the Bridges of Light, we are talking about all sorts of energy modalities and features, and most of the metaphysical aspects of life, which is something very interesting, and this is actually my life. That's what I do in life. Plus, I am also a clinical hypnotherapist. A clinical hypnotherapist means I use the hypnotherapy to reach to some points to heal my clients and make them feel better in case they have any physical or emotional problem. So the hypnotherapy deals with physical and metaphysical aspects. It deals with emotions and or any illnesses. So we are having here inshallah أهلين رويدة وعندنا سعيد وسناء مشتاق لكم كثير. إذا اللي اجوا مؤخرين رح نحكي نحن على موضوع العقل، نظرية العقل، كيف العقل بيشتغل وكيف شو ماهيته، وين موجود، كيف موجود العقل ألف من عقل الباطن والعقل الظاهر، العقل الواعي والعقل اللاواعي، كيف بيشتغلوا، شو العلاقة بين بعضهم، ليش الإنسان بيكون رهينة أفكار غريبة، رهينة الخوف، ليش الإنسان بيتصرف بتصرفات معينة وغيره بيتصرف بطريقة أخرى، ليش نحن بنفرح لمناسبة معينة غيرنا ما بيفرح، ليش بعض الناس إذا دخلوا على المستشفى بيحسوا حالهم رح يمرضوا ولا رح يموتوا ولا بصير عندهم أعراض معينة. هيدا كله رح نشرحه اليوم بنظرية العقل، كيف بيشتغل العقل. يا أهلا بسعيد. أوكي، لحتى نبلش مثل ما أنتم شايفين بالصورة، العقل هو عبارة أول شيء نحن قلنا العقل هو منه فيزيكال، منه تاتشابل، ما بنمسكه بإيدينا. we don't touch it with hand. It's a physical, it's a metaphysical thing. So it belongs to the spirit. It belongs to the divine part of us. So we have a divine part and we have a physical part. So this is the divine part, okay? And this mind is responsible for our well-being and is responsible for our good life. So life is good. Now, as you see this ball, this is the mind. It is like a ball. You just imagine it is like a ball, and we are inside the ball, as in this picture. All right, the center of this ball is the pitch, our pitch here. So it's from this side here, okay, and we are all surrounded with this bulb. This bulb is called the mind. So let us go and talk about the mind step by step. Okay, so we agree that the mind is like a ball, and this is the ball. And the mind is divided into few parts. Let us see what are these parts. So this is the conscious mind, which is only 10 to 12%. So just imagine this only 10% of our capacity mostly we are using. How come if we use 100% of the capacity of our mind, what will happen? We will become nearly divine. We will have our behaviors will shift upwards to more subtle and more conscious and more spiritual and more divinely activities. The subconscious mind, however, is 88 to 90%. So just imagine this big void. It's not a void actually, but we are not using it. The conscious mind thinks, logics, analysis, feels, and decides. So everything at our operating system is the mind. The operating system is our mind. So the subconscious mind is the store. How this subconscious mind becomes the store? This subconscious mind, if you can compare ourselves to a computer, to a laptop, the laptop has the operating system and has the D drive. The D drive usually is only to store files. So whatever happens to us in our lives goes first through the conscious mind, and then after that, it will be stored as a read-only format in our subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is 9 times bigger than the conscious mind, and it is 6,000 times. It can take memory and it can take information for more than 6,000 times, because it's a ball, it's a sphere. Okay. All right. Now, another division we have in the mind, we have this modern memory, which is the storage of our modern memory of this lifetime. And we have the primitive mind, which is the resolution and all the facts and all the pre-programmed things in us that has been in our identity in this life and also in our past lives. So the past lives are in here, are stored in this primitive mind. We will talk more about the primitive mind later. So here is our past life records are there, and as we see here, it's like in a DVD format, which means it's a recording, it's a history. It's as if you are looking into a movie. And this is made fight and flight. We will not talk about it much, but fight and flight, they are a mechanism that the man will correspond or will respond to facts happening to him. So if we have a disaster or a crisis, in the psychology science, they say we have 2 options. Either we fight or flight. Fight means we have to take a fightful position that we are going to fight and overcome the matter, or if we cannot do it, we have to run away. So it's a flight. That's why in the desert, in the jungle, the animals, they have this fight and flight mechanism built in as an instinct. For example, if a lion attacks another lion, they will fight because they have the same level of power. But if this lion meets a gazelle or any other inferior animal, what will happen to the other animal? Either he will fight or he will flight or he will run away. So if he fights, either he will not survive because the lion is much stronger, or if he has the instinct to run away, he will run away and the lion will follow him. Or there is a third option. The third option is drop dead. So that animal has the instinct to be drop dead, which means he will imitate, he will act as if he's dead. so the lion will overcome him and will not. If we make the correspondence to the people or to the man, to the human being, we have the same thing, fight and flight mechanism. If we are strong enough, we can face all the problems or our crisis. If we are not strong enough, we have to run away. How do we run away? Is it by depression? We start having this depression. We start having these files compiling in our memory, and we will be so much afraid. We can get depression. And also, as we said, in the animals, they have this drop dead. The drop dead in the human being, it is like the faint. When you faint. Okay, why? Sometimes, for example, if you surprise a person suddenly, okay, either he will fight or he will faint, so he will lose control, and that's how the mind is done. Okay, so here the important thing is that we have here a critical filter. What is this critical filter? On the from between second year and the 8th year, the critical filter starts building. This filter, what is this filter? This filter is socio-economic, educational, and religious. This is built according to the society, according to the economics, the economy, how do we live, according to our educational level, and also according to the religious level. So these aspects between the second year and the 8th year are built to create this critical filter. We will talk about the critical filter later. We have critical conscious and the critical subconscious, as you see in this picture. And here, the environment, the body, the conscious, the subconscious, all these are contributing to the critical filter. That's why we have a critical filter. In the Middle East, it's not like the critical filter of people living in America. It's not like the critical filter of the people living in India or in such places. So that's how they filter. Now, if we have a problem or we have incidents and we have things happening in our life, it goes to the conscious mind, it stays there, and it should go after a while. It stays 1.5 hours, and it should go down to the subconscious mind. But it should go through this filter. This filter will decide if this is a good memory or it's a bad memory. Okay, this filter, when it is clogged, it has so many things in it, it will clog, it will be blocked. Okay, so there is a way to vent it or make it clean or clear this filter to work in the way that we want. So according to this filter, the incidents or what happens to us, the files, we create files in only 2 formats, in pain or pleasure. Okay, if somebody meets an uncle who is good, it will go to the pleasure. If he meets an uncle who is weird or who is not good for him, the memory will go as pain. So everything, every action, every incident that happens to us in our lives, it will go down to our subconscious mind in either pain or pleasure. And that's how the files are stacked. Okay, this critical filter, by the way, we're talking about here the critical filter. It has to be cleaned. How do we clean the critical filter? Many ways. One of them is the dream. When we sleep, sometimes we feel that we are so much tired. Okay, let's have a nap. So when we sleep overnight, especially at night, that's a venting process to vent and clean this filter. Just let me follow something here, please. Just give me a second, because I have to see myself here if there is any. Okay, Right. So we are talking about the dreams. Okay, listen here. Dreams, the first 2 hours, we can divide the dreams into 3 parts. The first part, first 2 hours, and the 2 middle hours, and the last 2 hours. That is saying that if we sleep 6 hours. Okay, in the beginning, what's happening in the beginning, the first 2 hours, we are just revising all our day-to-day experiences. These dreams doesn't mean much, but it's only revision, processing the dreams. The second part of the dream, okay, we call it the predictive dreams, and it's metaphorical suggestions, which means these dreams, they are giving us an impulse or a notification of something happening to us. It is metaphorical. It does not tell us you are in danger, take care. No, it will show us a dream, a film, that we are in a dangerous position. So when we wake up, we have to know, or we have to take care of that position, of that problem. So the dreams in the middle of the night, the middle dreams, are mostly the dreams that we have to think about and take the wisdom from it. Sometimes we feel ourselves. I'll give you an example of these dreams metaphorically. For example, if somebody has no job, he has certain amount of money in the bank, and he is living his life and withdrawing from this money. But he cannot stay like that. He should take care of that. So here, the vision comes at night. For example, he may see himself, or he may dream of himself without clothes, naked. Or he can see himself begging in front of a church or a mosque, or seeking help from others. So these metaphorical things that we see in our dreams mostly are indicative dreams, giving us an indication of how do we have to take care of ourselves. Whereas the last part of usually, let us talk about the middle dreams. Usually these dreams, which are really visionary dreams, and they mean something, usually they are so strong, and we can wake up. We wake up. So the dreams that we wake up with are mostly metaphorical dreams, and we have to think about it. The venting dream, at the last part of the story here, the venting dream is only processing the redundant, the unnecessary dreams which we do not need. So we come back here. This is the subconscious mind, and the critical mind. How do we clean that critical mind? Either by sleep, or by meditation, or by hypnosis, or by breath work. So these are the 3 things that I advise you. If you feel tired, if you feel scattered, if you are not feeling well, to follow one of these things. By hypnosis, we can clear it. How we do? Either we do self-hypnosis, or we do hypnosis through a hypnotherapist. So according to the rules that we build, okay, the rules that we build, we create our critical filter, and this critical filter will put these files as experiences, and these experiences will decide our way of life, will decide our future life, and will decide what do we have to do, or what we are going to do. So we have to take care and get these files properly in place. So if the experiences are bad experiences, for example, not job situation, or smoking habits, so these are the files which the experiences that we want to work on. And okay, so here what do we say? The conscious mind is always working, and it's always giving us information and instructions. Why do we go to hypnosis? When we go to hypnosis, we can overcome this filter and go directly to the subconscious and file the original files without any mess or without any play about with it within the conscious mind, because the conscious mind is thinking and he say, yes, I can say yes or no or something like that. So it's always giving information about this, about the now, about the moment now. So in hypnosis, which is very simple thing to do, we can cross this subconscious mind and we can go and read along with the customer, with the client. We cannot read something that he doesn't want to read or doesn't want to say. We go to the subconscious mind, look for the files which we have problems with, and we will try to sort it. So that is the hypnosis. That's what we said about the hypnosis. So therefore, our introduction here is to give the hypnosis its meaning. Okay, so as we are talking here, we have overload of suggestions, overload of information. We cannot go to the subconscious mind and read the files properly. So we use hypnosis to make it this little road that you see here and go directly to the files and read the files. The client himself, the person who is in the trance himself, will go through and he will find the proper file which the therapist will work on to heal him or to help him in physical and mental planes. So these are the, okay, so we will not go into the self-hypnosis. We can maybe next time we can make a special session on the self-hypnosis. We can, if you are interested, please let me know. And I think in the self-hypnosis, and I advise you, please, who is listening to this and he is interested to know more about self-hypnosis and how can he treat himself or herself in self-hypnosis, how to hypnotize yourself to overcome matters. It is a very good procedure. It's a very good modality to use to help yourself to release fear, to release phobias, and to release any other emotions that you feel are not necessary to you. So our short session is over now. I really thank you. I thank the audience. I thank everybody who is listening to this. So please, next time, if you are interested to know more about the theory of the mind, and if you like to know more about how to hypnotize yourself to help yourself or for the better, please, I would like to have you with me live on the screen. So let me know, please send me information so we can make a Zoom meeting or we can make a meeting on here to so everyone will be with us, everyone will be together, and we will do and practice self-hypnosis, which is sort of a meditation and sort of healing, but it is different, it is more logical, and it will lead to a very good conclusion that you can use daily, every night, every day, to help yourself overcome any difficulty that you have in your life. I thank you so much. I thank Bridges of Light. My name is Dr. Bassam Saab. I am from Lebanon and I live in the United Arab Emirates. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist and energy healer and a facilitator for all this. So if you need any information, please let me know. Thank you so much and have a very good night and bye-bye.